Hello guys, welcome to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in the previous tutorial, as you know that we have successfully created the bottom navigation view, and we have created 4 fragments, which is our home fragment, search fragment, and the notification fragment and profile fragment. Now, I hope you remembered that we have also connected that fragments on to the bottom navigation view, okay, the bottom navigation bar. But one thing which is left is basically in that tutorial, I told you guys that is here you can see this icon is highlighted. That is, it basically means that this icon is pressed. So we are now on the home fragment. If I click on this search, then it go to the search fragment, but that icon is not highlighted. Similarly for the notifications and for the profile, and we basically left this add post button because we will do this when we connect our app to the Firebase and we allow the user to upload a new post or new pictures to this app. So anyways, first let's fix this issue, that is it must navigate, this highlighted issue, okay, so that the user can at least know that is on which page or fragment the user is currently on that fragment, basically on which the user will click. So the functionality is working fine, but it is just, you can say, a design related issue, you can say. But anyways, this is an issue, or you can say a bug or whatever. So anyways, so here if you remembered, we have done this thing which is selected fragment, okay. So it basically means that is, if a user click on the this option, that is, let's say search, okay, then this selected fragment becomes equals to the search fragment. So we are basically send the user to the search fragment, and whenever the app starts, we are by default on the home fragment. But what we are going to do now is, the main reason is that is to do, let's do it, then you will understand it. So we don't need to we are going to change this thing, okay. Remove this line of code first, and also remove this one. We are going now to add something. This thing is not working. When we initialize selected fragment above, and what we're gonna do is just cut this code from here, Control X, okay. And now let's create a separate method, and we can say private fun, and let's give this method a name as move to fragment. And here we will pass a fragment to this method. And we will call it from the navigation options from above, so we can say fragment, and here we can pass the fragment of type fragment. It will receive a parameter of type fragment, and then in here let's initialize our fragment. We can give it name as fragment transaction. Fragment trans means fragment transaction, just a variable name. So we can say support fragment manager dot begin transaction. Then we can say fragment trans dot replace, and we can say r.id dot fragment container, which is basically our, I hope you know that what basically this is. This is our frame layout on our main activity, which we created in order to connect our fragments to the bottom navigation items, that is the home fragment, profile fragment, search fragment, okay. So here we need to pass fragment and fragment transaction dot commit. Sorry, it is fragment transaction dot commit. So fragment trans dot commit. Now whenever the user click on this options, let's say on home, then we will call this method and we will pass the home fragment to it. So it will receive that fragment as a parameter, and it will basically move to that fragment and it will display it. So yeah, here we can just say move to fragment, and now when the user click on home, then we are going to send the user to the home fragment. Make sure to put these two brushes. Now the same we will do for the, let's first write this return on navigation item select listener true, and then just copy paste this and we can change it for the other ones. So for the search we can send user to the search fragment which we created in the previous video tutorials, and then here for the notification we can send user to the notifications fragment, and then for the profile fragment the user click on this. So yeah, and one thing is just there's the home fragment. Okay, so remove this, and now remove this return from here. Okay, so we are going to call this move to fragment method here, and we are passing the home fragment, which basically means whenever our application starts, I mean whenever the user come to the main activity, then it will display the home fragment as a default on the main activity. Okay, and it will be selected. So now let's just run the app to see basically how it works. So the app is running now successfully. As you can see, the home fragment is selected as a default. If I click on search, here you can see it is moved to search fragment, and it is highlighted. Okay, here you can see it, the search icon is highlighted. If I click on this notification icon, or you can say button, then it is highlighted. I hope you can see the color. I'm going to increase the size of, I mean this emulator, the size of it, so that you can see it more clearly. Okay, here you can see it. Now if I click on this profile, then here you can see this profile icon is selected and we are moved to the profile fragment successfully. Here you can see it. Okay, now that's it works really nice. That is incredible. Here you can see it. So yeah, now the next thing is to work on the I mean to create account settings, or you can say edit profile page. And once we do that, then we will connect our app to the Firebase, and we will begin from the login sign up, and then we will perform the main functionalities using the Firebase real-time database, Firebase authentication. So I mean, let's do it. So go to the Ender Studio and let's just quickly create our account settings activity, empty activity, and make sure to click on this your package name. Okay, new and activity, and then an empty activity, and we are going to give it a name as account settings activity. Then click finish and wait for it. Now before I mean designing the account settings layout, what we are going to do is come here to our first let me check the XML file for our profile. What's the ID of that button? The ID of this button is edit account settings. Okay, so now what we are going to do is come here to the profile fragment, and when the user click on that button, then what we are going to do. So first of all, before moving ahead, here we can say val and view equals to this, and then after that we can say return view. And then in here we are going to access that button by their name, and then we can set a click listener on it. So for that, let's just come here, and the ID of that button is this one. Okay, so just copy this ID, Control C, and then come back to our, let's just close this now and come here to the profile fragment, and then here we can say paste that ID, which is edit account settings button, and before that we have to access it using the view. Okay, so view dot account settings, okay, and it needs to be imported. So all you're gonna need is just press alt enter button on your keyboard. If you are using Mac, then press option and return or enter button on your keyboard, okay. So it will import that, okay. Also, if you click here, then it will basically show you a red bull. Just click on that and import it. Now anyways, now the next thing is to set a click listener. So we can say set on click listener, this one, new on, but in Kotlin, sorry, it is in Java. I mean, we say new on click listener. In Kotlin we say, let's just remove this, we can say dot set, and here you can see this second one with these braces. Just click on it, and then in here we can write our code. So we can say start activity, and here we have to say intent, which is this one, okay. And here we need to pass the current context, which is our profile fragment. So in order to do that, using in a meaning fragment, we say context comma, we are going to send the user to the account settings activity colon class.java. Well, it is so simple. Now it will send you to the account setting button if a user click on that edit profile button on the profile fragment. So anyways, I mean, let's just come here now to the account settings activity. And now what we're going to do is, first of all, make sure to change this to a relative layout, and then in here we will be needing a bar layout. So for the time saving, let's just go to our notification, and from here let's just copy paste this app bar layout code, okay, which is up to here. So let's just copy it. We will change it for that fetch, I mean for that activity, which is our account settings. So let's just come here, paste it here. And now the next thing is, inside this text, this relative layout, we can say, we can add an image view, so 20 dp. Then the next one, let's move this to the next line quickly, and this one will be 30 dp. Now here we can align it to the parent start. So align parent start true, and let's provide to it the source, and the source is inside the drawable folder. We have an image by the name close, and let me tell you again, I have already provided the link to all the icons in the very first, I mean the first or second tutorial. I hope you remember that. And here you can see this icon. Now the next thing is, let's just copy paste this image view here quickly and change this to, we have another icon by name save edit info, and align parent end to true. And here let me show it to you, this is the icon, but here we need to change this to 30 dp so that it looks perfect. Now let's give some margins from the right side. So we can say margin right 15 dp, and let's see, yeah, it looks now okay. Now let's give id to both of these quickly. So we can say close underscore profile underscore btn, and then the other one is, which is the save button. As a save button, we will use this after when the user select image and the, write the profile name and bio, etc. So we can say save, sorry, save underscore info profile btn. So after this app bar layout we need an image view. So we have already added our circle image view library in the previous tutorial. I hope you remember that. So here you can just write circle and you will get this DEHDODENHOF circle image view. Okay, 130 dp. Let's just move this to the next line so that we can see the XML clearly, and it also 130 dp. Now let's move it below the copy this app bar layout. Make sure to change this ID first. Okay, app bar layout profile, and then notification toolbar. Instead of this we can say profile toolbar. And now what we're gonna do is just copy this ID and paste that here. So it is moved here. Okay, and then let's move it to the center. So we can say center horizontal to true, and then let's give some margin from the top. So margin from the top 12 dp will be good. Okay, or if you want you can give 14 or 13, whatever you like. I mean this 15 will be enough for it. Anyways, now let's assign a default source to it. In case if a user has no profile picture, then inside the drawable folder you know that we have an image by the name profile, this one. Okay, and here you can see it. Now after this we need a text view button. I mean, which we need a text view, but we will use is as a button. I mean, when a user click on it, then we will send the user to his mobile phone gallery. So anyways, we can say ref content, and let's just quickly move this to the next line. Now it must be below the circle image view. Okay, I forgot to give ID to it. We can say profile underscore image underscore view, profile image view. And it is, I mean, as I told you many times, I like proper name, so it is on the profile fragment, so I can just say profile frag. In this way, I mean, it is easy to it is a good practice to use proper names for initializing variable, giving IDs to the controllers. Anyways, so just copy this. It is totally up to you, whatever you like. Sorry. And let's write, I mean, write the text here, and it will be change image. As you know, we have to move it to the center, so center horizontal true. Let's give some margin from the top. So margin top 5 dp is enough. Let's give it 6 dp. Let's give it some text style which will be bold, and the text size must be 16 dp. Now the text color, this color is not visible, so we can say text color primary. Okay, and if I show you, then this is the design which we got on our screen. Now we need to add quickly 3 added text for full name, username, and bio, and a logout button and delete account button, or you can say deactivated account button. So now here we can just quickly add this match parent, ref content, and let's give ID to this first. So you can say change underscore image underscore text underscore btn, and then here we can say we can move it below this change image text btn. Okay, so margin left will be 20 dp, margin right will be 20 dp, margin top will be 6. Okay, so this is the first. 16 dp will be enough. Now the input type for this will be text, or and this is the full name. Yeah, text will be good. Okay, for this, and this is the full name. And now let's first copy paste it. Okay, 3 times. So let's give id to the first one, and this will be full name underscore profile underscore frag. Okay, then copy this. Okay, first let's give hint to it, and the hint for this one will be profile name, or you can say full name. I mean, that is, let's say my full name is Muhammad Ali, so I mean that's it. Okay, so this is the full name, and then the next thing is, yeah, copy this id, and then here we can say below. Okay, here it is, sorry, remove this and paste that id here. So it is moved here. Make sure to give it hint first, and the hint for this one will be username. Then the third, first let's give id to it. Okay, and this one is our user name underscore profile underscore flag. And then, okay, this one is left. Okay, let's just cut this. I mean, the second edit text we will use as a username, and let's remove this. Okay, so full name profile flag, copy it, paste it here. And then the third one, we can use this username profile flag. Okay, and then paste that here, so that third one come below here. Now let's give id to this third one. This one will be for the bio, so we can say bio underscore profile underscore frag, and let's give hint here, so you can say hint, and you can just say bio. Now we will add further I mean edit text, like to get I mean to save the user web. If, let's say if I am a user and I have a website, just like you guys see on Instagram, where a user can add his website link. Okay, or if the user is female, then her website link. Okay, so I mean we will add further features to our this account settings, but that is really, I mean, in the upcoming video tutorials, and also when you guys will suggest me some more features to add in the account settings. So let me know in the comment section down below, I mean, what features we can further add to the account settings. So we will add that. Okay, so for now we will just go with these three and the profile image. So anyways, now the third one is the logout button, and we need a delete account button. Now for that, what I'm going to do is just copy paste this edit text. Okay, and paste it here, and make sure to change this edit text to button. And now we can say logout underscore btn profile flag, and we need to move it down below. But before that, one thing, we need another button which is for delete account, or you can say deactivate account. So just copy paste this, and we can say delete underscore account btn profile flag. if you want, you can remove this profile frag for now. Now, because these two buttons will be available only, only one time it will be available on our this account settings and not on other pages. Okay, if a user want to delete his account, then he can come to the profile page and not any other fragment or activity. So it is unique, for this app. And the same is for the logout button. If a user want to log out from the app, then he must come to the account settings page, and from here he can basically log out from the app. So yeah, that is all. So anyways, logout button. And what here basically what we need to do is to align it to the bottom. Oh, not this, sorry. Now first of all, make sure to remove this thing, layout below. Okay, and now we can say true. Now if you want, you can, yes, it will be good idea to give some margin from the bottom, and 6 dp will be good. And let's give some color to this button, so it will be background and the color will be color primary, and the text color will be white. Okay, text color white, and the text size will be 16 dp. Now make sure to remove this input type from here because we do not need it, and also the hint, because this is a button, not in edit text now. And text size, text color, background, and the rest of the thing is same. Okay, now make sure to give it text. So it is our delete account button, and yeah, text all caps must be false, so delete account. And now what we're gonna do is remove this input text first from here, also this hint, and let's move this button to the bottom, so we can say above id. Make sure to remove this layout below. Okay, and copy this delete account btn and paste that id here so that this button move above here. Now from here, when we say from the top, just remove this. Okay, and then you can say left, right, and change. Let's remove this first, and we can say margin from the bottom, and 6 dp will be good. Now if you want, you can give it background, and we have a button background. Okay, so you can give that background to this, or we have also another one which is button black background, but this is not, the design will not look okay, but let's just give the text so that we can see if it looks good or not. The user interface, the UI. So anyways, this is our logout button, and the text color will be color primary. And make sure to, yeah, the text size will be 16 dp, and text all caps will be false. So yeah, that is the design for our account settings page. So it is done successfully. Now the next thing what we need to do is to test the app, so that from the next video we can start our sign in and sign up and connect our app to the Firebase and do some backend. So the app is running now successfully, and let's see Let's go to the profile, edit profile, and here we go. So this is our account settings page, which looks pretty cool. This is amazing and incredible. So yeah, so that's it for this video, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Twitter account by the username which you can see on your screen, ALIZEB438, so that you can get updated from the recent, you can get recent updates from us, from Coding Cafe. So don't forget to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram account by the username which you can see on your screen. And if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe.